Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your buddy Rob Molina, back to you again with another episode. But before we get into that, I'd like to say that this channel is geared towards adults and adult collectors and is not intended for anybody under the age of 13. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode. All right. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your buddy Rob Molina, back to you again with another episode. I know it's been, I would say like 2 weeks since my last video, so I apologize for not being on a regular sort of video schedule. I try my best to sort of keep it, to a Friday, Saturday sort of schedule. I kind of goofed up last week just because it was a busy weekend last weekend. A lot of stuff going on. I was just unable to sort of set aside a half hour, 45 minutes to kind of show you guys what I got. With that being said, I just want to say that I've got a bunch of stuff. So this video might be a little longer than you might expect, but I'm going to try to fit it all in and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Yeah, guys, if you've tuned into the show, if you've tuned into my channel, you know that I collect quite a bit of anime. So you can see some over my right shoulder. Of course, you've got One Piece, you've got that time I got reincarnated as a slime, you've got My Hero Academia, you've got them all. So this video will be pretty much the same. It's always anime related. So if you do enjoy anime, please tune in, please stay with me, please enjoy what I got, hopefully. All right. So with that being said, let's get into it. So the first thing I got this past week, and of course I was excited to see it finally show up in stores, just because everybody seemed to be posting on their YouTube channels, and everybody seemed to be posting it on their Instagrams. So we have Hitoshi Shinzo. So of course from the support class 1B. If you guys have watched My Hero Academia, everybody does have a quirk that's either benign or over the top powerful. Hitoshi, I would say his quirk is pretty unique, pretty awesome. His ability is that of brainwashing. So what he does is he basically incapacitates you by having you answer a question. So if you follow his line of questioning, he's able to sort of kind of basically, grab you, not physically, but basically able to, incapacitate you mentally. So basically leaving you incapacitated. You basically can't do anything. You become sort of catatonic. You can't move. You can't talk. The quirk itself is pretty badass. It's pretty cool. The fact that Funko kind of sort of, created a Funko Pop of not a mainstream sort of character. Obviously you have Bakugo, you have Deku, obviously you have all the other students from Class 1A that sort of get a lot of, the fan adoration. But it's cool that Funko kind of went with, a support character. So very cool. I like it. I'll just try to take it out of the box real quick without damaging the box. We'll do that ever so delicately, so bear with me, guys. I don't typically open these boxes, and I'm bad at opening the boxes. Yes, as I can see now, I just creased the bottom of it. Oopsies. Yeah, guys, we'll show you what Hitoshi Shinzo. So as you guys can see, the hair is always glammed up in these anime pops. It's always over the top. So of course he's got his purple hair that's sort of like waving in every direction. Of course he's got his UA outfit, which looks very nice. I like the way it looks. And of course he's always got this sort of signature sort of look where he puts his left arm on his left shoulder. So very cool. I like that touch of it. What I'm noticing is what other people have noticed in their Hitoshi pops is that the paint defects are pretty apparent. Definitely where the skin meets his hairline. It's definitely like not painted very well. You can see it all around his head. That some of the purple paint kind of, flowed over into, the paint on his face. Yeah, Not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. I guess you get what you pay for with some of these Funko Pops. But overall, I'd say they captured his likeness pretty well. If you guys can or cannot see, this young man has these black circles under his eyes. So he basically looks like an insomniac. He basically looks like he's been up all night, brewing up, scheming, whatever shitty things he's gonna, basically due to Class 1A. So yeah, but overall, I'm happy with what it looks like. They could have done a little better with the paint job. I'm not gonna lie, guys, not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So if you guys could comment down below if you've pre-ordered Hitoshi, by all means tell me, if you saw the same things, how you like the character himself. But yeah, tell me what's on your mind as far as that guy goes. So we're going to the next one. So next figure that I got, of course, another anime figure. So here we have Asta from the series Black Clover. So the cool thing about this particular Asta is that this statue came in 2 different forms. On the box art on the side, you can see that Asta, has his traditional form, so he just looks normal, and then this one is the Black Asta form. So this is the one I went with, just because it looked a little cooler, a little nicer. I definitely like the appeal of it. It's not to say that I won't get the other one, but I think at this point I'm definitely content with the fact that I do have Black Asta. But the box itself, of course, Van Presto always does a phenomenal job with these figures. They always look spot on. They always look fantastic. I mean, for the 25 bucks you're paying, or the 20 bucks you're paying, you're getting your money's worth, guys. So I'd rather pay a little extra to make sure that my figures look spot on. So yeah, guys, we'll get into what the thing looks like. So here we go, guys. So as you guys can see, we have typically Van Presto figures come in like 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces, depending on the size of the figure. With Black Asta himself, he comes in 4 pieces. So we have the base, we have the stand, we have his broadsword, and we have the figure itself. So let me take this out ever so carefully. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna try to do my best to show you Asta in all his glory. So as you guys can see, Black Asta, typically his hair would be all white here, or all gray. So here, obviously, his hair is half black and half gray, half white. Of course, he's got, sort of this like action pose. Typically in the show, Asta's always running into danger, or attempting to save somebody, or attempting to, defeat, the foe, the enemy. So I love the fact that, Asta, in the show himself, he's born without magic. I will try not to give away too much about the show, but in the show himself, it's almost eerily similar to My Hero Academia, with Deku being born without a quirk. Asta is born without any magical abilities. So in the show, typically magical abilities are, set everybody else apart from, common folk or peasants or whatever. All along the way, this poor guy has basically been, mocked, ridiculed, made fun of, because he does have no magic. But the cool thing about Asta is that he's able to, even though he can't perform any sort of magic, he, takes his physical abilities to the next level. So this guy's always training, always working out, always trying to push his body to the limit. So in that sense, very, very cool. It's very synonymous with a lot of animes. Obviously, the power scaling. Obviously, the fact that he's able to sort of like bump up his abilities significantly over the course of the anime. It's awesome. So yeah, guys. But if you guys can or cannot see, the figure itself looks very nice. I like everything about it. Just like the pose itself, the way his leg is kicking up in the air. Looks like he's like taking off. Of course, he's got his little, book, sort of belt, satchel, you want to call it. So that's where he carries his grimoire. So grimoire is just basically a a spell of books, or a book of spells. I'm sorry, I said it the opposite way. So a book of spells. Typically, everyone in the series does carry this like sort of carrying case for their grimoire, and of course he's just like everybody else. So I like the fact that his his little shawl over here, his little cape, his half cape, I guess. This is the cape that signifies or tells us that he's a member of the Black Bull. Black Bulls. So each magical sort of clan or magical group is adorned in their traditional sort of garb, traditional clothing. So this guy is telling you that he's a member of the Black Bulls and a proud member of the Black Bulls. So very cool, very cool. So I'm gonna try to put this together for you guys. I tried to give you guys a little insight into the show. So hopefully you guys, maybe we'll tune in and definitely watch it and give Black Clover a little love. Just because, like I said, it's a great show. I think it's gaining popularity every week. I think people, sort of jumping on the bandwagon and trying to give Black Clover some love. And yeah, guys, I would definitely suggest that you definitely tune in and give it a chance. And tell me what you think. And if you do watch it, just tell me, down below, what you think of the show, how you compare it to some of the other, sort of, animes that are out at the moment. So we're gonna put this guy together. So we'll put the stand near his butt. So sorry, Asta. I don't mean to poke your butt, but I have to, buddy. So here we go. So typically with these figures, it's pretty easy to piece together. It's pretty much, you put one piece into another piece, and typically just flows pretty nicely. So let me put that here. Let's put that here. So let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the way this thing looks already. So without breaking it, I'm going to do my best to sort of, alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it at the moment, so I just don't want you guys to be staring at the top of my skull, the top of my head, watching me struggle to put this together. So we'll take out his sword, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so I won't put it on the base just yet, just because. Okay. Of course, the sword's not going in the way I want it to. So yeah, guys, I'm sorry. God. Sometimes, when I've made these videos, I've gone ahead and just pieced together the pieces beforehand, because sometimes I find myself struggling just a little tiny bit, So, and I hate that. Why am I struggling? Just a couple of plastic pieces put together. Good Lord. So we'll see how this comes together. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So yes, once Asta's put together, you get what you get. So yes, it's awesome in every way. Action pose, like it. He's eerily similar to the show. Obviously spot on. Love everything about it. No paint flaws. Like Shinzo, spot on. I love it. So yeah, guys, comment down below. If you've ever watched the show, comment down below. If you plan on maybe trying to order this, or if you see it in stores, planning on, try to pick it up. So I love it. I'm definitely a proud owner of a Black Asta. So yeah, this guy will definitely be adorned and shown off in my collection. So I'll put that guy over there. So yes, all right. So last but not least, because I don't want this video to go on too long, we'll just have to make another video for everything else I got. So last but not least, we've got Tanjiro Kamado from the series Demon Slayer. So of course, if you guys have been living under a rock and you don't watch TV and you don't watch anime, then you've never heard of this show. But if you do have a TV and you love anime, then you know goddamn well that Demon Slayer basically took off this year. I remember watching this show, like I would say back in April, and definitely just being blown away by the show. You know, from the animation to the fluid sort of style of the animation itself. It was just like picturesque. It was beautiful. Just the action itself was just over the top, nutty. Yeah, I mean the show just kept me craving for more. I think I was like one of the first people, if not the first person in my batch of anime loving friends that sort of like jumped on the bandwagon. I was just like, guys, man, like I don't know if you've ever like tuned into this, because I know you guys are like the end all be all of anime. Like I enjoy anime and I love it, and I've watched it for quite some time now, and but when I saw this, I was just like blown away by like everything about it. So when I told these guys, I was like, dude, man, like don't sleep on this show. Like you'll definitely like enjoy it. You'll definitely love it. Yeah. So lo and behold, months later, a year later, or close to a year later, since its debut, the show is just like obviously taken off. Like anything that's Demon Slayer sort of related, it's just a hot commodity. Basically, it flies off shelves. People, like to sort of, tell everybody else that yeah, they're fans of the series and they're fans of the show. So I'm like one of those people. Like definitely one of the top 5 anime I've ever watched myself. Hopefully, the show itself continues to just sort of gain steam and sort of gains like more notoriety. But yeah, like I said, I've been trying to scoop up anything that's related to the Demon Slayer series. So, hey guys, I'm sorry that I'm taking so much time trying to open these things. I should always have a knife on hand. I never do, so I apologize for that. Because I suck. Yeah, I said it. I just suck. So, but yeah, guys, if you could just comment down below if you've tuned into the series yourself. Tell me what you think of the character designs. Tell me what you think of the animation. Tell me what you think of the show. Do you feel like it's overhyped? Do you feel like the hype is merited? So yeah, I'd like to know what you guys think. So, alright guys, now that I've been on for 17 minutes, sorry, here we go guys. So, as you guys may or may not know, I do have the other Tanjiro Kamado in his father's kimono. So yes, typically, typically the Demon Slayers rock different sort of kimonos that are significant to them. They all have a different meaning. They all have a different like sort of aesthetic, different look to them. Yeah, so obviously I have the other Tanjiro over here over my right shoulder, and here we go guys. So yeah, so typically these figures always come in 2 or 3 pieces, 4 pieces sometimes. This one's no different. So yeah guys, let's see. So we'll take Tanjiro out. With the Tanjiro, you have the headpiece, you have the body, and you have the accessories. So we'll take Tanjiro out. So I'll do that ever so carefully. So of course you see Tanjiro right there. So I love it. Definitely looks just like the character. There's no confusing that that's Tanjiro. Okay. Of course, Tanjiro's body, and he's rocking the sort of typical Demon Slayer uniform, or their traditional garb. So of course he's got his sword by his side. Of course, he's decked out in this brown sort of traditional Demon Slayer outfit. And as you guys can see, it goes ever so nicely into the base. And of course, it's got the baggy pants that flow ever so nicely. And of course, everything about it looks spot on. It's just like this nice coffee brown color. The uniform itself, so very, very cool. And we'll take out the other accessories. Oh, what are the other accessories? Is that it? Okay, cool. All right, so that was easy, guys. I thought there would be something else with this, but no, that's it. This is all you get. So yeah, guys. All I'm saying is, if you do have an opportunity to watch Demon Slayer, by all means, definitely tune into the show. I mean, you will not be in any way disappointed. I think the show itself is just phenomenal in every way. The storyline, the character development, the fact that Tanjiro just like becomes, just, every episode just kind of gives you like, a little nitty gritty sort of, passion. Like I said, the bond between Nezuko and Tanjiro, it's just palpable. You can feel it. The acting, the Japanese actors that portray these characters, just spot on. Like, as far as like anime goes, I think the only way to watch it is, subbed. It's the only way. I've tried to watch, a lot of these series, even Demon Slayer, in the dubbed version. It's not the same, guys. It just doesn't have the same passion, the same feel. It's just weird to me. But yeah, guys, I've rambled on for too long. But yeah, if you guys could comment down below on this latest haul. Like I said, I ended up picking up a bunch of stuff, but I'm only going to show you 3 things in this video. So I have Tanjiro, Kamado. We have Asta, Black Asta. Very cool. I love it. And of course, Shinzo. So, yeah, guys, if you could just tell me what you thought with this latest haul. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you tune in to the next vid. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys for always taking a little bit of time out of your days to sort of, just kind of chill with me, hang out with me. It's always sincerely appreciated. So thank you again and again and again. But with that being said, guys, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy this beautiful day. I know it's beautiful here in my neck of the woods. So hopefully you have a awesome weekend and enjoy your time. See you guys. Bye.